Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is a double upload day, but the timing is a little bit different today. This is a little later for a first video, but the second video later on tonight is going to be the match review for Chelsea versus Celtic, because that kicks off tonight. So after that game, I will be dropping a review for you guys. So make sure you guys are here for that, and as well as that, make sure you're subscribed over here. Make sure you're subscribed on the second channel. Brand new video was launched yesterday. You can go and check that out right here if you haven't seen it already. Go and have a look and enjoy. Make sure you're subbed over there for brand new content each week. Now, let's get cracking. I'm confused. Actually, not confused. I'm baffled. I'm genuinely baffled, right? Where do I even start with this? Let's just show you what's happened and then we'll dissect, right? Chelsea have got another deal done. But for who? This guy. Aaron Anselmino to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal just completed for 2005 born Argentinian centre-back. Details sorted with Boca Juniors. Chelsea will pay a package in excess of 20 million euros. Anselmino will travel to the UK on Monday. He's staying at Boca Juniors on loan at least until January. I've got two things to say about this. Right? The first one is I genuinely don't understand what the strategy is now. What is the strategy? Like, all of these players that we're signing that are not established, we're at this point, I'm sorry, but it just looks like we are stockpiling on youth. Like, we are stockpiling on young players where pretty much most people don't even know half of them, right? And it's funny because some people are going to look at this, for example, and go, oh no, but no, he's a good centre-back. Well, then I ask, who's he going to take the place of? And then some people will actually tell me, oh, he'll replace Disasi. So we shouldn't have bought Disasi then. do you understand where I'm going? Like, what's the strategy? I don't get it. Unless, and again, I go back to this point because it just all points in that direction. I don't see any other logical explanation. We're just flipping players so then we can make more money. That's it. That's it. He'll come in eventually. Some of our current centre-backs will probably get more game time. There'll be a chance to sell one of them or two of them. We'll make a little bit of profit on them and then bring in this guy. And then repeat the cycle. And then we'll just keep flipping players for more money. But that's the only way that I see this or it makes any sort of sense. I don't understand how all of these players are going to fit in. They're not going to fit in. You have to be logical here. We're buying all of these young players. Do you genuinely think they're all going to make it? Impossible. It's not going to happen. There's going to be some of them that just don't make it. Some of them will, some of them won't. So what are we doing? What's the strategy? On top of that, I have questions to ask on this deal in the first place. Because I went and tried to look in on this guy a little bit. Anselmino, who we're getting a deal done, as Fabrizio has said, a package in excess of 20 million euros. I'm confused because his current market value is 3 million euros. His current market value this summer is 3 million euros. Why are we paying a package of 20? He's played a total of 10 senior games for Boca Juniors. We're paying them 20 million euros. Package. Again, 20 million euros. What are we doing? This does not make sense. Again, this is where I have to look at some other deals that we've done. Another business that didn't make sense. And we look and we go, we need to actually ask, is there money laundering going on here or something? Like, are we doing something, on the back end, which is a little bit dodgy or something? What are we doing? This is overvaluation at its core. And I don't understand why. I don't get it. He's 19 years old. He's played 10 senior games. We're buying him for a package of 20 million euros. His market value is 3. I don't know. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. The maths are not mathing. So, again, those are the two concerns here. What's the strategy? Who's he going to come in and replace? If he will even replace. And if he doesn't replace, he doesn't make it, then what's the point? And what's with the value? I don't get it. I don't get it. And to add even more craziness on top of this, right? Let's jump into what the second story of today is. Let's get into it. Here it is. Ben Jacob saying Chelsea are pressing ahead in their pursuit of Samu Omorodion, despite having several bids rejected. An offer of around 70 million euros might be enough to change Atletico's stance on the striker. I'm sorry, man. Nah, I'm sorry. Can you imagine actually having the face and the shame to be able to front people in the eye and look at them and say, we spent 90 million euros on Omorodion and Anselmino. I'm sorry, man, but that's a travesty. What's going on? Chelsea better not. Now, how I think this might actually get done, no word of a lie, yeah? I think Chelsea will try their best to send Conor Gallagher to Atletico's direction and then try and get a deal done to get Gallagher there and bring Omorodion to Chelsea. And I think Atletico are going to go, listen, you give us Gallagher, but you're going to have to pay up some money. And knowing Chelsea like this, we'll probably give them Gallagher and pay 20 million or something and get Omorodion. We might actually do that. We're capable. We're capable of paying over valuations on these players. You know, I don't understand overvalued fees. Again, I ask same question. What's the strategy here? If we get Omorodion, I'll tell you this. Why did we get Margu? What's the strategy? What's the strategy? I don't understand. I don't understand what we're actually doing here. Why I'm like this is because, look, going into this new season, I've said it before. I'll say it again and I'll stick to it. And there's no excuse. We must get top 4. Must. I am not accepting 5th. 4th or above. We must. But I'm sorry, the way we're shaping up like this is, we're not exactly helping the situation. I think the squad can be capable, but it has to be perfect for the entire season. No injuries, no problems, tactical understanding, chemistry, everything needs to be perfect, and that's just asking too much. You will get loopholes, you will get mistakes, you will get bad moments. You need to allow that sort of thing to happen. And you do that by getting quality through the door to be able to help you through those moments. We're leaving ourselves thin here. Thin in terms of quality. We're not thin in terms of quantity, that's for sure. Our squad is humongous right now. The amount of players we actually have and the amount of players we've already got deals done for that are coming in 2025, or like Anselmino, we've got that deal done, he's coming in January. Like, all these players that are going to be added on later, well, who are we getting rid of them? Because we ain't going to keep a squad of 50 players, are we? Like, what's the strategy? I ask again. What's the strategy? What is it? What are we trying to do? Because at this point, it honestly just looks like we're throwing money in the wind. And we don't know what direction it's going in. What's the plan? Are we flipping players for profit? Is that the strategy? Because if it is, please make it be clear. Let it be known. Yeah, and then we can understand what's going on. If we're genuinely thinking these guys are going to make it, then I'm sorry, we're living in Doolally land. Thinking that all of these guys are going to make it. That's impossible. I don't get it. I'm baffled. Like I said at the start, I am baffled. So, let's wait and see. Now, in terms of Chelsea at the moment, as I've said, after the first preseason game, we need to carry ourselves into the second game, into the third game, start correcting some of the mistakes we saw in that game, start to, see things progress and improve, and hopefully tonight is going to be one of those situations. After the game, you will be getting a match review, so make sure you guys are here for that one, and, hopefully we get a better performance overall, because the lads were rusty, except for a couple of players there, a lot of them were rusty. So we'll make sure that everything will be addressed later tonight after the game, so make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, much appreciated. Check out the socials on screen. I'm active on Insta and Twitter there, so make sure you're over there and you're following. And don't forget the second channel link in the description. Enjoy the new video that's there, and I will see all of you tonight after Chelsea versus Celtic. I'll see you then. Have a good one, people. Talk to you later in a bit. Take care and peace.